And welcome back to the channel. We're diving right into a work week in my life. I'm really excited to bring you guys along this week. Life has been a little bit go lately. Last week we had a cockroach fumigation, technically called foggers, that were put in our kitchen and in our bathroom, and we had to evacuate both of those rooms entirely, like move out everything we had out of those rooms, and that ended up taking up like the entire week. It ended up being an entire week production. And this week we're getting back to our routine. We're getting back to basics. I have a lot of freelance projects that I'm working on. I might get ready a little bit for the day because I do have a meeting. And then later on, super exciting, it's actually the anniversary of me and my partner's first date. So we're celebrating tonight by going to a pasta making class at Aunt Jake's on the Upper East Side. And so obviously I want to look precious for that. I want to change into real clothes. Although these pajamas are my new obsession, they're from Print Fresh and they have cats and books on them. Okay, it's 60 degrees right now, which I feel like always calls for the Princess Diana uniform. I've got my Athleta bike shorts on. I've got my Luna sweatshirt on, which I am absolutely obsessed with. I have been trying to add more color into my wardrobe. I was on the fence about this sweatshirt, but every time it's clean, I'm popping this on, especially with working from home. So this is outfit number 1 of the day, just as I get into my workflow, but I'm gonna change later, obviously. I did a little bit of makeup while I was talking to my mom on the phone, but I'm also expecting my Sephora sale order to arrive today. So I'd much rather do my makeup with you guys when I have all my fun new products. But anyway, I think I'm gonna sit down at my desk, figure out my like time blocking for the day, and get started with my work day.
This is the center of the table, the door frame. It would be such a good shot at front too. The salon itself was like so cute. Like you walked up these stairs and then you were on like this.
So I've been starting off my work day with working on a pet portrait commission, and one of my goals for this second round of freelancing was I wanted to make sure that alongside my social media producer freelance work that I was prioritizing diving into illustration work as well, because I had continuously found myself time and time again feeling really unfulfilled just doing social media marketing. I love social media marketing. It's been such a huge part of my career, but I feel like when I just kind of pigeonhole myself to one thing, I can feel really repressed in the other sides of my creativity. I obviously love doing custom pet portraits, but something I really want to get into is making more original art and just kind of making pieces out of my own brain and then turning those into prints and postcards and maybe stickers. So that's definitely the next chapter in my freelance journey. Once I finish this next round of pet portraits, I have 3 booked right now. I really want to get into making more original work. I absolutely love doing pet portraits. I put so much love and care and effort into them, but I do find them to be kind of high pressure as someone who adores her own pet. I just want to make sure I'm capturing the pet's essence correctly. That's kind of what I've been working on so far today. So I'm gonna do another sprint. After that, I think I might pop out to get one final gift for my partner for our anniversary. I kind of want to get some tapered candles because they've been looking for some for ages for this like beautiful candlestick holder that they got in the Berkshires when we went on our little Valentine's Day / my 30th birthday trip. Then I'm going to pivot into one of my social media content clients, Garmentory. I have a team meeting with them today, and I have to update my weekly metric slide in the deck that we go through weekly. So yeah, that's what's on the docket so far today. I am going to make some scrambled eggs to go with these leftover scones from the coffee shop day that we did, which is why we still have this menu up. It's just so cute. I don't want to take it down, and it was just such a good time. But we also have such amazing leftovers. I have these bacon cheddar chive scones that my partner made. I'm gonna make some scrambled eggs to go on top. Okay, I just got off my call and now I need to do something with my hair. I really do need to get a haircut, but every time I go get my haircut, they literally cut off like this much hair, even though I asked for a trim. I think I might get a haircut when I'm back in Montana, just because it's usually a little bit cheaper. Not by a lot these days, honestly, but there tend to be more stylists who do both a cut and color. Here in New York, it's kind of one or the other. You have like a colorist and a stylist, and that just ends up being like $400, and I just want a trim and some light highlights, like very, very, very subtle highlights. So TBD on the hair front. But I just got off my call. It was a really good one because I got to announce that we hit 100,000 followers on the Garmentory Instagram account. So that was just really exciting. I really feel like my hard work has paid off with growing their account and their brand presence and just creating fun, on-brand, engaging content. That's just my bread and butter. I love creating content for an account. Like, it's just so much fun, and I haven't done it in a while because my last job when I worked at Vice was to write copy primarily for what were essentially sponsored posts, so like branded posts on their platforms, and it was a lot more dry. Like, it was a lot more copywriting focused, but also a lot more in the ad space. So it wasn't my cup of tea. Freelancing so far this year has gone really well. I feel just really happy, really content with how things are going. I think that definitely my comfort zone tends to be just having like 2 clients. That has worked really well for me, and then getting to work on other projects in between. So been loving that. I got so much done on the pet portrait. It's in such a better place. I was just feeling really discouraged by it. Whenever I get back into painting after a really long time, I legitimately have a like identity crisis, because I'm like, am I even good at this? Can I even do it? Like, how do you paint a dog? So it is really, really relieving to get to a place where I'm like getting happy with it. I get questions all the time about my hair care routine. I have been asked multiple times by even hairstylists if I use a Dyson Airwrap, and that is such a massive compliment. But I just use this Conair Infinity Pro wand, and it literally is broken. Like, the top fell off, and I just want to say, you don't have to spend like $500 on a hair tool. I just curl away from my face. I kind of alternate if I like a curled end or if I like a straight end, but I just curl chunks away from my face and call it a day. I do have a lot of hair, I will say, so that's probably contributing to the look. I have my genetics to thank there. So yeah, but I also use a lot of product. Like, I don't shy away from product. And again, I just use whatever hairspray I have on hand. In this case, it's the Tresemme Extra Hold hairspray, but I also love the Suave hairspray because it's the cheapest at the drugstore, and it really just like works and it holds. And with East Coast humidity compared to where I used to live in the Northwest in Montana, obviously Montana's a lot more dry, and I didn't need as much hairspray or as much product because there was just less humidity making my curls fall out. So I'll shake it out a little bit, brush my hands through it, but with the humidity I don't need to as much because it kind of does it for me. I also love the Batiste dry shampoo for dark hair, especially having bangs when it starts getting into sweaty season. Don't feel like you can't spray a little dry shampoo just in your bangs, like even if you recently washed them. So that's kind of it with my hair. I have been stopped in the street before and people have asked me like what I use, and honestly I have been using mainly just drugstore products and my Conair wand. Also with curling my hair, I like to curl and then put the curled pieces up. I don't feel like a claw clip kinks them or makes them like get undone, but that's kind of my strategy for getting all the sections covered. But anyway, I'm getting ready for my cute anniversary dinner slash pasta making class. I'm really excited to learn how to make pasta. This ticket was like $60 per person, and it includes like the class. You get to take your pasta home, but then you also get a separate 3-course meal like included. And I just think that that's such a good deal because it's a class, a 3-course dinner, and also you get to have a separate meal from it, from the pasta that you are taking home. I just like want to be like an effortlessly chic French girl who just like air dries or towel dries her hair, and like the mousy like straight hair looks good, but I just don't really like it on me. On other people it looks so good, but not, I don't think it looks good on me. Okay, still have to put on eye makeup and a lip, but I wanted to show you guys the look. Just adjust this. Can you see? Hopefully. I'll get some more clips, but I just got gifted these gingham pants from Le Bon Shop and I'm loving them. Wearing my little Doen Gap blouse, and this locket was a gift from my partner for the holidays, so I think it's really cute. I got this watch at the Chelsea Flea. Let me back you up so you can see more of the pants, hopefully. My partner's literally walking up the stairs. Pants are elastic waist and like a little bit of a barrel shape. I'm just obsessed. Yeah, you can say that again. Beautiful. Woo! Here. Wow, gorgeous. Wow. That looks so good. The tomatoes also look insane. Wow. Hello everyone, good morning, happy Wednesday. I actually received my elusive Sephora order, so I think I'm gonna get ready a little bit. I don't really want to do like a full face of makeup, and by that I mean I mainly don't want to do like eye makeup or anything, but I'm really curious about some of these new products that I want to try out, so we're gonna get ready for the day together. First of all, glow screen. I've been out of this for a minute and I've been missing it so much. I feel like as a pale girl on days where I don't wear makeup, this comes in handy to just make me feel a little bit more alive. I wear SPF every single day, but the one that I currently use has such a white cast. It definitely doesn't give me any glow, any pigment, any coverage at all. This doesn't have coverage per se, but it definitely has like a little bit of color to it. I got this in the shade Sunrise, which is like their medium shade, so not the palest one, but not the deepest either. Highly recommend. I love this, and you know, summer's around the corner, so this will be so nice to have. Something new I'm trying is I just am not 100% happy with my foundation. So I saw Lindsay Rem, who I love, recommend the Hourglass Veil Hydrating Skin Tint. So let's give this a try. I'm a little bit behind schedule today, but I'm trying not to guilt trip myself because I have an unconventional schedule with freelancing. I need to like not beat myself up when I'm not working traditionally like a 9 to 5 hour. Like it could be putting in more work later in the day. It could be working more hours one day and less hours the next, but we're gonna play catch up later in the day. Okay, I love how light this is. It's so nice. I think that I want to say that the shade match is pretty good. It feels really nice on my skin. I wanted to give you guys a little close-up because the lighting was not really... This is really nice, actually. I really like this. I also am trying for the first time the Slip Tint Radiant All Over Concealer from Say. This was also recommended by Lindsay Rim. I feel like we have a similar coloring. I feel like a little goes a long way with this concealer. I probably put on way too much. Even though I'm running a little behind today, I really do think I can catch up. I want to finish my pet portrait today, and then I have to start on a video editing project for Refinery 29. I do contract work with them around once a month or every 2 months, so I'm going to work on that today. If I have time, I'll draft some posts for Garmentory, but I think that tomorrow will be my big social media content creation for that client day. Yeah, I like that concealer too. I feel like it like blends really nicely. Good amount of coverage. Doesn't look like it's like too bad in the fine lines. I forgot I got this. I'm so excited. I got the Maison Louis Marie number 4 Bois de Balincourt, and I'm so excited. I've loved this scent for years now and just never bit the bullet on it. This travel size was so much more affordable. It's also not a rollable, it's a spray. I feel like this would be so nice to like throw in your bag, but it's a good like substantial size too. Oh, it just smells so good. I just want to douse myself in this. I forgot I bit the bullet on this, but I'm so happy because I haven't been obsessed with any of the perfumes I've had recently, so that's massive. I have a couple of restocks. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in the shade Taupe, so I needed to get a backup for that because I'm almost done. And then I also have the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. Another restock for me is the Merit Day Glow Highlighting Balm. I love this highlighter. I've just been like scraping out the last of that. So this was clearly a big Say haul. This is the Dew Blush in Rosy, and then I also got the Dew Bronze Liquid Bronzer in Sand. I'm typically like a powder blush girl, so I used way too much, I think. It's not too orange, which is nice because I'm so pale that a lot can go quite orange on me. But I still want to have like a nice, significant glow because otherwise I might give corpse, which is never my goal, never my dream. Okay, I really like this actually. It's blending really well. It doesn't look patchy. I definitely feel like it's a little bit more work to use bronzer and blush. I feel like with powder it's a little bit more forgiving, but I really like that. I think that I could definitely see myself getting into that. I think the major tell will be how it wears throughout the day. All right, I'm gonna try the blush, and I'm gonna use this sparingly because I feel like I've learned my lesson. I might just use my fingers on this one. Giving a little blush blindness so far, but that's okay. I'm not really going out much today. Oh god. I feel like, yeah, with cream, it's just like I get it everywhere. I think it's a lot easier to do like a concentrated area with a powder. But my favorite powder blush, which is a Tarte blush in the shade Peaceful, was discontinued. I have no idea why, because it was such a good product. So I'm shopping around for other blushes. Yeah, I feel like this takes longer than powder, but I do feel like it looks nice. I like the dewy look. It looks a little bit lighter, a little bit less harsh. I still have a little bit of my old Brow Wiz left, so I'm just gonna lightly fill in my brows. I have this Neutrogena powder that I really love, but Aline accidentally dropped it and it broke, so I am out of that for the time being. Any older sisters relate to that one, but I think this looks really pretty. I'm gonna stand in front of the natural light to show you guys. I am just gonna put on a little bit of my quickly, oh, okay, there's actually so much product still in there. I was gonna say it's drying up, but oh god, what did I do? Go back in there, please. Some eyeshadow primer just to like keep my eyelids from getting super oily throughout the day. Okay, I think that that looks really nice. I'm not 100% sold on the blush situation. I think the bronzer I think I could make work because the Hoola has been being like a little bit muddy looking, but the blush I'm not sure, but my skin does look great. I love the foundation and the concealer, so we'll see how this wears throughout the day. But that's my little Sephora haul. I will make this last probably all year long. Maybe I'll do another restock the next time there's a sale, but I don't really wear makeup every day, especially with working from home, so I can really make my makeup last, which is great. It's one of the perks of working from home and not working 9 to 5 at an office anymore. Yeah, I'll get a lot out of this little Sephora haul. We're at my desk. I'm going to start setting up for my first sprint of working on this pet portrait. I really want to finish it today. I love watching YouTube videos while I do art. It's such a good hack for me when I get in my head about like sitting down and painting and worry about like what I make not being good enough. I always like kind of trick myself by being like, well, you can watch YouTube while you do it, and then I'm like, okay. It's a nice way to kind of just start the flow, if you will. The office is a disaster, but when is it not? My parents are coming to visit in May, and my mom is actually gonna help me with so many projects that I have for this room. We're really hoping on staying one more year in this apartment, so I just really would like to get the most out of this room that I can, especially if there's one final year. All week it's supposed to be a dream as far as weather is concerned, so it's supposed to get up to 75 degrees today. So I really want to take a little lunch break, make a sandwich at home, but then walk over to the park, enjoy it in the park. That sounds phenomenal. And then I will do video editing for the rest of the day. That's what we've got on the docket, but let's start the work day.
Winter, but having it airy and free-flowing and springtime, but it's a break. I'm looking in the mirror. This next thing is not a new obsession of mine, however, it is the outfits you want to wear. Now, life, I'm also so clumsy and prone to breaking. Necklace stack especially has been because of how much I love my necklace stack.
Please excuse the whiteboard that has not been updated since May of 2024. As I mentioned, we're gonna be doing some major work on this room, and I think that the whiteboard has to go. It just was not working for us organizationally. My lunch break in the park was absolutely everything to me. I really want to start doing that more. It was so nice to be outside in the sun, get to save money by bringing food from home, and then just walk through the park all the way home. And it just, I think this is going to be a new staple of my work from home lifestyle. It's definitely trickier to do in the winter when the weather's not as nice, but now that the weather is really turning around for us, I'm excited to add this to my routine. Hello everybody, it is dinner time. Aline has just made a beautiful quiche. She doesn't really want to be in this vlog. You heard me. Because she's not suitable for filming. So don't look at her. Oh, don't perceive her. But we're having our nightly existential dread chat, which we do quite regularly in this household. And Aline's quiche looks literally so crazy. I am going to eat my leftovers because I don't want them to go bad. So I'm going to have my pasta leftovers. But look at this quiche. This quiche goes crazy. I will be eating so much of this tomorrow. Look at that craftsmanship. Yeah. Where did we last leave off? I have been working on my video editing client work for the last maybe a couple hours. I hit a wall with my pet portrait. I honestly am just not happy with it, and I'm thinking I need to pivot and start from scratch, which happens with creative work sometimes. You put in so much effort into something, you have to either go in and cut it apart, or you have to start over, and it's just part of the process. It comes with the territory. So I'm trying not to beat myself up too much because I really just want to be happy with the end result. I did kind of spiral a little bit about it, but we're moving on, we're moving forward. Let's eat. Bon appetit, and see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm loving this outfit. I mentioned it during Vloguary, but one of my goals was more cool comfy pants, comfy pants that are actually cool and actually fit my style. These are actually my partner's pants. They're from Sonder House. Aline has the red and white ones, and my partner left these here for me to try because they actually ended up ordering a size down. These are the size medium. They run really big. I'm typically a standard large in bottoms, and these are a medium, and they still I might be able to size down. They end up going with the small. I might buy these off of them because they're so cute, and the blue is so fun but wearable. My other style goal was to wear more color, and obviously I'm wearing more color, and I'm just really loving it on me. I feel like it makes my outfits more interesting. It feels more authentic to me, and I really love primary color specifically. I also have my Miffy t-shirt. This is actually a hand-me-down from my partner because they accidentally cropped it too short, but I love it. Now it's time to pack up my bag. It's only 8:36, so I'm feeling really good. If I could leave within the next 10 minutes, that's perfect. So great start to the day. Time management strong so far, but let's see how we fare. I thought as I pack my bag up for the day, I'd do a little what's in my work tote. So this is my Daunt Books tote from our beloved trip to the UK, and I love it. It's the perfect size. I love that it's a darker color so it doesn't get really grimy looking. It's a really nice structured tote so it doesn't look really sloppy. It also has a pocket, which is perfect for my little essentials bag. This is a little bagoo pouch. It's seen better days, but it just needs a good wash. I keep my AirPods in this, and then also my current lipstick fave of choice. This is the Merit Signature Lip in the shade Classic. And then I also have just a little Aquaphor in here. So this pocket is perfect for little things like that. And then I'm also gonna throw in a little hand sanitizer, sunglasses, of course, especially this time of year when the sun is actually present and accounted for. These are from Crap Eyewear. I love them. Of course, I need my actual computer that I'll be doing work on. So I'm just gonna pop this into my bagoo case. I don't think they make this anymore, but it's so cute. It has chickens on it. I'm obsessed. So I'm gonna toss her in there. Not toss, but gently place her in there. I've got my Awala. Gotta refill this. And of course, my big over-the-ear headphones. These are the Sony something something. So hope that helps. Hey guys, it's me. We've also got a special guest.
Hello.
A little guest intermission. Aline's on her lunch break, so we thought we'd hop over to the park. Look at that. Look at that. Stunning day. We're right by Central Park, right off of Central Park West, and it is a treat. How's your work day going?
It's going good, but we're a man down because we have a lot of people taking some trips right now, which makes sense because the weather is so amazing.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
And, you know, it's like spring break vibes. So, and also it's been busy because people want to be out and about. They want to get a little nice coffee.
Yeah, people are outside.
But you know what? It means bigger tips, better smiles.
Yeah, better moods.
Yeah,
better vibes.
So can't complain, honestly. Sitting out here with my sister, you gotta be kidding me. So
you can't beat it. You can't beat it. I've gotten some good work done today. I drafted a post for Garmentory that I had needed to work on all week, and that is finally done. I think I'll get approval on it soon, and then I can schedule it for tomorrow, and it'll be all good to go, which is fantastic. I think I'm gonna work a little bit on Garmentory stuff and then pivot to doing the video editing, client work that I need to do. But it's a beautiful day. Spring is here. I'm with my sister. Life is good.
yeah.
Life is good. But loving him was red. It was a very productive work session. Aline and I are headed to Key Food to pick up some stuff for dinner. Apparently you guys like it when we're out and about. We put out a poll, and
we're gonna try to be brave.
We're gonna try to be brave and vlog more out and about. So let us know. Are you talking about seeing more montages, or you want us to see us chatting on the street more? Feedback is so welcomed here. Yeah, we're gonna grab some goods and head on home. Should we do this one, or Baby Arugula Organic Girl?
Yeah, girl, probably.
I love Organic Girl. Let's see.
We got that weird one.
The speckled.
Can you turn it over and look at it? It's good. It's good.
Looks fresh.
Last time we got one of these, it was terrible. But this one's beautiful. They've never done this wrong before. It was an outlier.
I heard this is what the girls like.
I think this is really like $8 here. Lo voy a comprar.
Nice. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We've made it to Friday. If I'm a little bit puffy, it's because I was having a little cry last night. This week has honestly been quite tough. Our grandpa has been in the hospital, and he had a major surgery last night, and it was a high-risk surgery, so we didn't know what the outcome was going to be last night. But we just got news early this morning that he made it through the surgery. The surgery went well. He's stable, in no pain, so that is amazing news. But I'm gonna make my coffee now, and I need it because obviously I did not sleep the greatest. But yeah, with all that stuff going on in the background, it obviously has not been the easiest week, even though I feel like this vlog shows that it was a lovely week in other ways. But yeah, it was a tough one. I'm craving an iced coffee this morning. Even though it's a little gloomy, I think it's still gonna be nice weather. Right now it's 8:01. I'm gonna make my coffee, hop right into my work day. My priority this morning is definitely getting a first draft situated with my video editing client. So made some progress on it throughout the last couple of days, but I really want to get it to a good place for a first draft to send it off by the end of the day. Also, I'm kind of loving the pet portrait now that I've stepped away from it, because now that I've had some distance from it, I'm like, what? This is beautiful. This is a beautiful painting. The best part of having a barista as your roommate is a constant stream of really good quality beans. So we love that for this household. I have a Pilates class at 10:30 at Up Dog Pilates. I have been walking a lot this week, but I just went to a Soul Cycle class on Monday, and this is my second workout class of the week. I've honestly run out of ClassPass credits because I have been doing a really good job at going to my classes like 3 times a week. So I've honestly run out already for the month. I have to figure out if I want to buy more credits, if I just want to do like YouTube workouts and like go on runs in the park. But we'll see. think I'm just gonna do a little brown sugar iced latte this morning. Where is the turbinado sugar? I mentioned this yesterday, but I posted a note on YouTube for the first time asking for feedback on our content, like how we can make it better, why people maybe have not been watching and tuning into these last few videos. And we got a lot of really great feedback, so I can't thank you enough for one, being very constructive and actually helpful, and then also being just so kind and supportive at the same time. One of the biggest takeaways was showing you guys what we're doing versus just like sitting down and chatting about it either before it happens or after it happens. And we've been trying to post weekly for the last almost 2 months. Yeah, we're just really trying to find a best path forward because the vlogs have not been doing well, I'll be quite honest, but I know it's only been like a month and a half of like really being consistent, so we're just hoping people come back and people tune in, but we obviously want to make the vlogs better in the ways that we can and get feedback from our community. I think I'm gonna pull in the big guns and I'm going to edit this video from my bed this morning. Just it's been such a tough week with the family stuff going on. I want to be cozy and comforted, and I think I'll honestly get a lot more done if I'm comfortable. So I think that's what I'm gonna do before Pilates. Moment of truth. This looks incredible. One of my favorite things in life is like stirring up an iced coffee. It's just so satisfying. I love doing this. Yeah, that's literally flawless. Happy Friday. Let's get started with the work day. Clocking in post Pilates, I feel so much better. On my way over here, I was like, wow, I am so exhausted, especially after a very stressful, sad night last night. But I'm feeling so much better. It's such beautiful weather out today. I really want to walk home through Riverside Park, but I'm absolutely starving. I had a little like go-go squeeze applesauce this morning, but it's definitely not cutting it as it's like 11:30 now. So I'm going to grab a bagel and walk through Riverside Park. So I think that will be such a pick-me-up for this Friday after a tough week with a lot of family stuff going on, a lot of work stuff going on. So come along with me. Let's get a bagel, go to the park, enjoy the weather. It's gonna be so good. This is truly what life is all about. Also, this bagel is fantastic. I've never been to Broadway Bagel before. 10 out of 10 would recommend. This might be a new routine for me, honestly. So good.
Hello, it is the next morning with Phoenix right now. What is the time? And then my mom, I think, do like splitting our time between here and California. Try the difference between the two of them. But it's pretty much so there's Sunday and Kava low.
Hello everyone. I am now at my desk with my second coffee of the day. Honestly feeling a little bit run down from all the family stuff that was going on behind the scenes this week. Getting outside, getting some movement in, and having a bite to eat definitely made me feel a lot better, a lot more human. I'm about to get into the second half of my work day. I think I have more than enough footage for this vlog already, and as much as I would love to bring you guys along, I think I've yapped more than enough in this video. Thank you so much again for all of the super helpful and kind and thoughtful feedback on the YouTube post that I shared this week. We will definitely be taking your feedback into account. If you have anything you'd like to add to that list, feel free to comment down below. Obviously, do it nicely, but we're super open to constructive feedback. As long as it's not mean-spirited, we are going to be taking notes to try to make the content you guys want to see and make our content better and grow this channel in 2025. I think it's been a good start to the year, but it has been a lot of trying to figure out what's working and what's not working. Thank you guys so much for coming along with me this week, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!